All right, welcome to the halftime show here. Not a great first half. Let's see. All right, let's add Nathan in here. Welcome. We're live.
What's going on, everyone? How we doing? How we feeling?
Not great. But I think there's more positive than you might think. We'll start looking at the numbers here. We got the stats pulled up. Obviously, this is not going to be pretty for USF fans. Looking at the stat line here, just looking at total yardage, you're already being outgained by over 200 yards in the first half.
Not good.
4 penalties for 50 yards. Third downs, we talked a lot about third downs previously.
Ad nauseum. And look
0 for 9 on offense, giving up 4 of 7 on defense. So it sounds nuts when you've given up 300 yards in the first half. I thought the defense played all right early, and then I think they got worn down.
Yep, I agree.
We'll go to some individual stats. Fortin's 3 of 9. McLean's already 2 of 7. He's already attempted 7 passes.
Timmy McLean, the first lefty quarterback for USF since Evan Landy. So it's been a while. Does USF score tonight? Probably.
I think so. So real quick, I think this is the key, and this is what happens when you go fast. Let's see if we can find where are the total plays. So USF got it back in the first quarter. I think it was 27 to 13 in total plays.
You can go to quarter half.
Cubes there.
Yeah.
So 21 to 13, a little more. And then 16 to 19 second quarter. But by that time, I think the defense was already gassed. They'd been on the field a ton.
Mm-hmm.
I think that 20. I think at one point I said they'd already seen 27 plays, and it was like 3 plays into. It was not very long into that second quarter. So when you're on that, that pace as a defense and your offense, it's not like USF's going 3 and out,
right,
and holding the ball for 2.5 minutes. They're going 3 and out quickly. What does she think about the game?
That's it. Say anything like
doubles.
She still believes.
She still believes she's a fan.
Childlike innocence.
I know. She doesn't know any better. I will say she was super excited this morning. She wore a Bucks jersey, her Bulls jersey, and then she comes in and sits down next to me for the game. She goes, "Dad, I thought it was a basketball game. I don't want to watch this." So right. There was some confusion there. Seth, has Cade Fortin been Wally pipped?
I don't think yet, but I don't know. We're going to try to watch some video. So let's see if we can watch some video from the first half. All right. So, hey, we'll start looking at the defense. This is not something you're going to see on the ACC network, I don't think. We're going to start watching the defense here. This is early in the game against the run. They're playing pretty well. They're flying around. Pretty good job. This is the first drive. Yeah, I mean, I think, the thought is the defensive line hasn't gotten a lot of pressure. I don't think they're really trying to. They're trying to kind of stuff gaps with 3 guys on the interior and let the linebackers come and make plays. You see here early, they were making plays. They were slowing down the run. I think they got tired as the game went on. And then you get 3rd and 8. I mean, this is just a bit of bad luck on the first drive here. Ball gets tipped. If the ball doesn't get tipped here, he's throwing it right here. This ball may get picked by Boyles on the first drive, and he's probably catching it on the run here and may have a lane to the sideline. The game's totally different. It's just one of those things. When you're the underdog, your margin is razor thin. So right there, instead of maybe a pick and maybe a big return, now you got to catch in a 3rd down conversion.
Now, I always was under the assumption if a ball's tipped, the defense has been taught to just absolutely annihilate anyone. Like Matt Hill's got to, instead of doing whatever he does, he needs to upend that wide receiver.
I think he thought it's coming right here. He's like, oh, baby, first game, pick six. Oh no, yeah, he just misjudged it.
Yeah.
But that's just right there. That's bad luck. You get off the field there, and then they were kind of in just. And then here's the next third down, third and long they had. So right here, he's going to get deep half. He's going to come play the flat. He does a good job, but then he just loses his patience right here. That's his guy. I mean, you got to be on the flat right there. He kind of turns, and instead of running with him, he turns back for the quarterback. But you've already got these two guys coming. If he stays on that,
yeah, that's not his responsibility.
If he stays back, it kind of drifts underneath that, stays with the receiver, you're off the field again on third down. So that touchdown doesn't happen. And that's just kind of, it's just, sometimes the games go that way. Here's a look at the interception. Great play. Kind of got beat, but he's fast enough. He can probably thinks he's going to get himself back in the play, and he does.
Just a horrendous throw.
A better ball beats him, I think.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But great job going up and high pointing the ball. All right, so let's get the offense. I think it's kind of what everyone wants to talk about. Unfortunately, I missed the very first play of the game, which was one of the best plays of the half. I'm sorry. We'll try to get that one back in the in the more in-depth film breakdown. I'm sure that may be one of the better plays of the week. This is something they did a ton, though. This was part of the first play. The tight end is right here. So he's actually covered up and can't go out for a route. But if they're going to play man coverage, it really makes it tough because he's eligible. So this guy's – the safety has to stay here. So now you got one-on-one all the way out here because the tight end's right there. So this is where you get – now this is not a super clean pocket, but not bad. That's where you get Horn and you miss it by a little bit. It's not a ton. This is why I'm not so – Fortin missed early, but I'm not so reticent. He's not like egregious. So I don't know. We'll see if they come back. If Fortin comes back, this is what you're going to have to do with him. He's got to be involved in the run game here because they don't respect him. You see later on, he gives it, and these guys are like, whatever, keep it. Like, they don't care. And that took them a while to adjust when McLean comes in, which we'll see in a second. But if Fortin is in, these are the things he's got to hit. Right here, I don't know what he's waiting for.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I
think he was looking at Bryce first and didn't get off him quick enough.
Double slant, you typically go inside out. So he probably was looking here, coming back. This dude's got to get out of the way. It's a quick game. He's got to get up in the line of scrimmage. But this has got to be a better throw here. It doesn't help when your back is right in your lap either. But you got to complete those. That's got to be automatic. Here's another one. It's just you're not far off. I don't think this one didn't catch. All right, so here, anyways, we'll go just for my you had the block here. He's coming out to get the corner. You lose this block, and what blows up what should have been a pretty good play there on the screen. You end up getting 1 yard out of it. When if the tight end can hold his block, and this is there you go. We'll use that as the tease for the film room next week. If the tight end holds his block, you got a pretty good play there. Right. Instead, you're in 2nd and 9. And again, you got what you want right there. You get the linebackers to suck up. He goes across with the motion. This is one you got to hit this one. That's there. A little bit behind him. That's a tough catch for the receiver. You'd like to see maybe your receiver can pull that down for you and help you out, but that's a really hard catch. Just a bad ball.
Yeah.
But the plays are there. So now I think this was a smart move going to McLean, especially because you're showing a different move, you're showing a different look. And also, you needed to run the ball to try to rest your defense a little bit.
Right.
What's your best way to run the ball is this. They go speed option. Let's go full speed here so we can see the speed. Speed option there. Gets vertical. Just gets some positive yards on first down. He definitely adds an element. That's why we talked about him having a package. He adds an element that makes it tough to defend. Right here, this guy wants to try to get cute and jump inside. This guy's a dude. He can run. Good luck. You're gonna have to take an angle. That's a corner of safety right there. You better take a good angle, dude, because this dude can fly.
Yep.
So he definitely adds something. Here, you'll see we're going to read him But then you start to see what North Carolina State's, what are they going to do off of this? They're going to start blitzing these corners off the edge.
Right.
Like, okay, beat us, throw it. Here, we're actually reading this guy. Just watch how just the threat of McLean slows him down a little bit. But they've got to. I think it's good they went to let him get some throws as the half went on. Because if they tried to stay in this package, they were going to light him up because they're just starting to bring corners and stuff, and you're just going to get lit up.
Yeah, I think it was after just a complete run. I think it might have been after this play that they decided, okay, we need to start throwing the ball a little bit.
What they do here is, go ahead.
He looked good doing it. He missed on that horn throw, out of the end zone there. He had the catch to the throw to Xavier Weaver to get them even down there, but he's a true freshman, guys. Yeah. That throw at the end of the half, that's gonna
that's the trade-off. So here's what kind of happens here. They're like, okay, we're gonna slant across the face towards the back. He's gonna come around here, and then I got an extra one over here. So they're just like, whatever. The read, give it, don't give it. We've got 3 dudes, and now the safety's gonna roll up. This is where you start getting some play action shots. You've got to take them. But this is what he provides in the passing game. If it's not there, instead of waiting for something to happen, he can go make something happen with his legs. One thing, I think Nick Simon, our good buddy Nick, tweeted it, but it's definitely one of my biggest takeaways is that dude is not scared.
Right.
Timmy McClain, he's not scared, which is awesome to see from a young guy. Let's see here. I know I got it in there. All right. Oh, hold up. I didn't. I was able to get this. We're showing it if I got it. I can tell you that much. Right before into the half here. Let him take a shot with some crud at his feet, but it's really, I think the key for the quarterbacks is give the guys a chance.
Right.
I think the receivers have showed they're able to get open. Give them a chance. And right here, he just gave Xavier Weaver a chance, and he would have made a play.
And then a play, 2 plays later, Luttrell comes down with that ball. He's out of bounds, but you give him a shot there, and he still came down with that ball. I'm excited for some continuity. Who knows who comes out at quarterback in the second half? The Bulls could be down 31-0 before they touch the ball again. So it's going to be an interesting decision for Jeff Scott and Charlie Weiss if Cade Fortin did go the way of Matt Floyd and Courtney Denson before him, and you get a quarter and a half, and you're getting yanked for someone else because you weren't cutting it. And we're going to find out what happens.
Yeah, I'll be really interested to see if you see Fortin. That's a tough. I mean, you get Wally pipped after 7 passes. That's tough. I mean, they didn't throw a ton. I think it felt like he was out there a lot just because how many drives they turned over so fast. But
right,
he had his first pass was tipped. If that one's not tipped, it looks like he's going to hit Bryce Miller down the middle of the field. He might have a really big gain on his first throw of the game. Maybe that he's got some confidence there. Yeah, it's tough. It's like I said, the margin is razor thin when you're an underdog. And once these things start happening where they're just going to play man and dare you to get open and complete passes, that's the second part of it. Guys are getting open now. You just got to complete them. That will help open up the run game. But I don't. It's tough. Some guys. I don't know if it's a game. If it's guy's a gamer. If it's that kind of thing where McLean's just a gamer and he's not scared, he's ready to go. We'll see. How much do you think? You think they go after all the talk about Cade Fortin's leadership and all that kind of stuff? You think they totally say 7? You don't even get a full inning of pitches. You got 7 and you're out, dude.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm scared for him. I feel bad. I wonder what happens to his psyche if that does happen. But we'll find out. I think we're running up against time. I think the second half's about to start here soon. I think halftime's 15 minutes, right?
Yeah, I'd imagine we're getting close to it.
Um,
So we watched a little bit. You saw there was some close, but when you're not the better team, close isn't good enough. You gotta make those plays. So unfortunately, USF's playing a better team tonight, and they're not able to make those plays. So
Yep, and they'll be playing a better team in 10 days as well. So we have that to look forward to as well. We'll be back here with the NC State post-game show after the game. Come back and join us, and we'll dissect a real-life football game, all 4 quarters. It'll be fun and probably a little heartbreaking and sucky, but it'll be fun. We got football back. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Enjoy it. Don't take this stress into your Labor Day weekend, folks. It's going to be all right.
And we'll talk about all the positives. This game, to me, this does not feel. It looks bad on the scoreboard. This does not feel like Wisconsin from 2 years ago.
Absolutely
it's not quite the same. You're playing a good team that's not making a ton of mistakes, and you are. But this is not that level of a beatdown where it's just a physical domination on every play. So we'll talk about that. We'll talk about more. Hopefully, we get some scoring and some more after in the second half here. And if we got some really nice plays, we'll draw them up afterwards.
Absolutely. All right. Appreciate y'all hopping on and listening. Go Bulls. Let's have a good second half here.
Go Bulls.